Hi, I'm Allison for Leading Edge Dog Show Academy, and today let's talk about the purpose of dog shows, right? So this is kind of a hard one to tackle because officially, in the big scheme of things, the purpose of dog shows is to evaluate breeding stock. So what does that mean? So each and every dog has a written standard of excellence, right? So a written description of what exactly that breed is supposed to look like. How tall they are, how long back they are, how much rib spring they should have, the shape of their eye, how many teeth, the shape of their bite, the shape of their feet, the color of their coat, the color patterns that are allowed or not allowed. And it just goes on and on and on. So the written ideal, the written standard for each breed, is what each dog that walks in the ring is supposed to be compared to. They're supposed to be compared to that standard of excellence, and are they a 2 out of 10 or a 9.9 out of 10, and the awards are supposed to go accordingly. Now we need to throw in a few extra things, right? So the written breed standards vary from country to country, and some vary very, very minutely, and some vary quite broadly, and that adds in its own flavor, especially when maybe you are showing a dog that you bought from another country, or the judge is from another country, or both, right? So there's a lot of variables that can go in there as to what people think the ideal is. Also, standards are, completely subjective. What you think is a beautiful piece of art, I might not think is a beautiful piece of art. So that's where it came from, right? It came from each judge was an expert on their breed of dog, and breeders from all over would show up with the very best that they had, and basically they would show their dogs to this expert, and their expert would say, this dog is excellent or good or fair or poor. And if it was somebody whose opinion you respected, you might look for a potential stud dog based on who that mentor thought was excellent, good, fair, or poor, right? So that's kind of, made sense. So now we've, gone forward another 100 years and things have changed, right? So first of all, unfortunately, as educated as some of our judges are, and as educated as some of them aren't, we no longer typically have breed experts evaluating the breeding stock at every single dog show. So that's the first wrinkle, right? You might have somebody that's an expert on Great Danes, but they're judging Salukis, and maybe they've really, really studied Salukis and they're a competent judge, but that doesn't mean that they're an expert on Salukis, right? So you are now going to take that opinion with a grain of salt. I mean, I know I would, right? So to me, showing my Salukis to a breeder judge holds a lot more weight than showing it to somebody who breeds Chihuahuas or Great Danes. It's just goes hand in hand. Even though I might respect their opinion a lot, it doesn't mean that they are an expert in the nuances of my breed. So that's the first thing. And secondly, we have a lot of people going to dog shows that don't want to ever breed a dog, right? They are going to dog shows for the fun of the competition. Maybe they're very, very competitive and they want to be, top dog in their breed or their group, or top dog in Canada, or top dog in the United States, or win a best in show at Westminster, or whatever their end goal may be. But they might be having judges that they think are evaluating their dog more as a show dog, right? So then comes in that thing, it's called a dog show. So typically our dogs are judged, yes, they're judged against the breed standard, but they're also judged in their charisma and how they presented themselves in the ring. Now, right or wrong, there was a great article written by Wayne Kavanaugh a few months ago that said, he's watching Best in Show, and the judge pulled out each dog to do a free bait, and the dog came out and did this glorious free bait in the middle of the ring, and at the end, at dinner, he asked that judge why they put up that dog, and the judge said, well, they asked for it, right? And Wayne's point in the article was basically, nowhere in any breed standard is the quality of the dog, they asked for it, right? And so he said, you should never use that as the deciding factor. And that really hit home for me. That is completely true. We do see it time and time again, and it is called a dog show. So, there's all these nuances in there, right? It's no longer experts judging our breed, and it's no longer breeders going there to get their breeding stock evaluated. It's people that are judging dogs against the standard. They're also realistically at a dog show, and sometimes they're being exhibited by people who want a top winning show dog. Like, that's what they want. They want a really good French Bulldog, but that is really showy as well. And I think that we need to take all of those things into consideration and remember that at the end of the day, the purpose of the dog show is to evaluate breeding stock. That is the original purpose. However, dog shows have gone beyond that. They are also now a sport, a hobby, a place family members can get together and do something together collectively. They're a place that a certain amount of people make money. So they are a business, whether you're a professional handler, maybe you sell products at a dog show, maybe you own the show secretary service that actually puts on those dog shows. So dog shows are many different things to many different people at this point in history. The original purpose of a dog show was to evaluate breeding stock. The purpose of a dog show right now is probably a little bit beyond that, but we should never forget why we were there in the first place. I hope that explanation and a little bit of a rant helps you understand where we're at. Thanks for watching. Hey everyone, thanks for watching today's video. Please leave us a comment below, let us know what you thought, and as well, if you have any ideas for future content that you'd like to see, you can put them down there as well. You can head over to leadingedgedogshow.academy.com where you can find our free, premium, and subscription content, and we'd love to have you join us there. As well, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on those notifications, that way you never miss another free video tutorial. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.